Hello and welcome to NCTV. I'm Zach Ellertson.
And I'm Ryoka Beagle.
For today's show, we're bringing you stories about Natrona County High School's newest play, La Lloronas, directed by Cameron Allender.
Then, two of our crew give us a step-by-step tutorial on how to change a tire.
After that, we have some tips and tricks to avoid catching this year's plague, the coronavirus.
After that, we have one Charlie Benson, a past NCTV student, musician, and AdBay's audio-visual producer, playing us some of his awesome music.
To end the show and to follow his music segment, we'll have a live interview with Charlie Benson.
Enjoy the show!
Todos me dicen negro, llorona negro, pero cariñoso.
The first student-directed play at Natrona County High School since the theater was renovated will be La Lloronas. It'll be taking place March 19th and 20th in the theater classroom at 7 p.m., and tickets are free. Cameron Allender will be the student director taking the lead on this play, and let's see what he has to say about it.
Hello, my name is Cameron Allender, and you're watching Disney Channel. Honestly, I thought having a show that was so centered and having such a focus on female characters, I thought that would be a nice contrast to The Outsiders, which we are doing this spring. And also, I just really wanted to do something with a bit of a more dark, grim horror tone to it. And so this show just kind of checked both those boxes. Actors are the worst. But it's definitely challenged me and forced me to look at theater from so many new lenses that I have never actually had to look through before. And I think it will genuinely help me moving forward in my theater career.
This is the third student-directed play I've done in the last 11 years. And really what it takes is a student who has a piece that they're passionate enough to want to do and who has a vision for it, and Cam definitely is that student. Really, it's student-driven. If a student has a piece that they're really interested in doing, and they really believe in, and they have a vision for it, and they have a plan for how they're going to execute it, then if we've got the time, we make it happen. He's just an excellent theater student. I mean, he's a great actor, and you know, he really shines as a director. The kid has lived theater since he was a toddler, and I think by osmosis that has, you know, made him the actor and the director that he is. This play is kind of sort of an odd one. Not that means that it's necessarily odd in a negative way, but the intimacy of this space really draws the audience into the production. And it allows us to teach students how to work in a different sort of theater atmosphere than a larger stage. I'd just like to say I'm really proud of both Cam and all of the students in this play. It really is, it's been their drive that has made this production happen. And I'm really proud of the work that they've done to come together and help Cam realize the dream that he had.
We perform March 19th and 20th at 7 p.m. in the theater classroom behind the auditorium. Tickets are free.
So Cameron Allender, a student in Natrona County High School, made something I think is pretty real.
Cameron, despite pretty high energy, has sat down and taken the director's seat on La Lloronas, a play about the myth based on the weeping woman and how it's developed through time.
My name is Me with NCTV, and have you ever tried changing your tire and not known how? Not anymore, because here's how. Here's all the steps and tools you need to change your car tire quickly, correctly, and efficiently. All the things you'll need are your lug nuts, your tire iron, your jack, and your tire. Step 1, put the jack under the car and lift the car up. Step 2, loosen all the lug nuts off. Step 3, Take the tire off and put the new tire on and tighten it back on. This has been me teaching you how to change your tire. Back to me.
And then you going. Thank you so much, Zach, for showing us how to change a tire.
I think it's an important thing for everybody to know.
As spring rolls around, the topic of fire safety seems to pop up more and more. Today, Leighton went out and recorded an interview with a local fireman on the topic of communication and fire safety.
Firefighters have risked their lives to protect us from harm. We should appreciate them more and more for everything they've done for us. Let's take a look at all the hard work and effort they put at their jobs to keep us safe.
I've currently been with the fire department 16 and a half years. I grew up in Casper. I went to Natrona County High School, and I saw the fire guys out in the community, and when I became older and I had a family, I wanted to come back to Casper and raise my family here. I was a firefighter for the federal government, and I really wanted to give back to my community, and the prime opportunity for the Casper Fire Department. Casper Fire EMS is an all-inclusive department. We not only fight fires, we have paramedics, we do all emergency medical, and we also respond to rescues and car wrecks in the community. So it can be anything. We never know what we're gonna get. We just take whatever comes across the 911 calls, and we go and we help people out. The biggest thing for anybody with any, not just fire safety, but any safety, is if you see something that could be a danger, say something. And that could be as easy as picking up a piece of paper or telling the janitor that there's a wet floor that someone could slip on, all the way to actually calling 911 if you see a wreck or you see smoke coming from a building. So sometimes the littlest things help out a lot, and just being part of the community and being aware of your surroundings, looking around and knowing what's going on around you helps us a ton, because we can't do our job unless people call 911 and let us know when those emergencies are happening. Basically when we're doing fire safety and we're out in the community, we're always looking for those opportunities. If we see kids riding their bikes, wearing their helmets, we tell them good job. And that's part of the department, is we're just here for people. Sometimes being a firefighter is as simple as telling someone, hey, you look like you're having a bad day, or if they're having a good day, giving them a smile back. And it's not always fires and 911 calls. Sometimes it's just about being there for people and being part of the community here in Casper. So being a firefighter it's a great job, because at the end of the day, your job is to help people. And if you treat everyone like family, it's easy to help people like you'd want your family helped. So no matter the call, no matter what it is, we're here for the community, and we're just here to help.
Knowing they're passionate about their service makes us count on them every day to keep our community safe and sound.
Thank you for that amazing story, and thank you to Mr. Kidder and the fire department for everything they've done for us. Keep up the good work.
We were going to have a wonderful opera act next, but she called in sick. Could it be a case of coronavirus?
Likely not, although funny you bring that up. Next, Maddie and Taryn bring us a story on the coronavirus. They will be discussing statistics and hand-washing techniques that'll help you stay safe.
Then an interview from 2 registered nurses to get answers on what is coronavirus and what we should really be afraid of.
Media does tend to blow things out of proportion. Hopefully, it's not as scary as we thought.
The coronavirus has taken the international community by storm. Paranoia and hysteria are a common theme among many countries, with cases sprouting up everywhere. People are afraid, but should they really be that paranoid? At NCTV, we took a look into the coronavirus.
What is the coronavirus? So the coronavirus is an upper respiratory infection, much like the flu. We have a lot of the same signs and symptoms that you'd see, so fatigue, lethargy, a fever, sometimes sore throat, body aches, fevers, chills. Most people who are healthy have no worries with the coronavirus. It's those who have a suppressed immune system that really need to be concerned with it. Right now, the CDC and World Health Organizations are recommending that people who are healthy do not need to try to protect themselves from it, aside from washing your hands, which is the most effective means of preventing any infection.
I've heard that it kills a lot of people, and it's apparently, I don't know if it's true, but I've heard rumors that it's already starting to spread into the U.S. a little bit. and that's the part that really scares me.
You know, if you have a suppressed immune system or a depressed immune system from being sick, and you're around other people who maybe have some symptoms like sneezing, coughing, you'd want to perhaps wear a mask.
I'm afraid of a lot of viruses, any virus, but I'm not particularly afraid of getting the coronavirus. I just think that we need to be proactive and use, good hand washing and those sorts of things all the time for any virus. And I don't think it's any more, it's certainly not more prevalent than the influenza virus, so I'm not really afraid.
Speaking of sick beats, here's some sick beats from Charlie Benson. The music video you'll see today was directed by our very own Sarah Carrico and Gavin Bauer.
Happiness is when your heart is full, but I had so much blood left. Waking up's just like pulling teeth. Out of so much sweet black mud. So many pieces of me lie underneath. They're the faces of my love. We heard it all before. Leaves us wanting more. Heard it all before. Leaves us wanting more. Monday, yeah, Monday. Guess the rest are just as bad. Someday, Sunday, we'll get back, we'll get back, we'll get back, we'll get back, we'll get back. We heard it all before. It leaves us wanting more. We heard it all before. Leaves us wanting more. There should be a third verse, but I ain't wrote it yet. there should be some more words, but I don't know. I think that there should be a third verse, but I don't wrote it yet. There should be some more words, but I don't know. I think that there should be a third verse, but I haven't wrote it yet. There should be some more words, but I don't know. I think that there should be a third verse, but I haven't wrote it yet. There should be some more words, but I don't know. I think that there should be a third verse, but I haven't wrote it yet. I'd like to be some more words, but I don't know. I think that there should be a third verse, but I haven't wrote it yet. There should be some more words. I don't know. I think that there should be a third verse, but I haven't wrote it yet. There should be some more words. I don't know. I think that there should be a third verse, but I haven't wrote it yet. There should be some more words. Oh no. Where'd it all before? Leaves us wanting more. Where did all before? Leaves us wanting.
So, Charlie, thank you for coming in again, some more still. How long have you been playing guitar?
23 years.
Are there any other instruments you play?
Kazoo, spoons, accordion. Oh, sorry. Spoons, accordion, kazoo, pretty much anything with strings, piano.
What's your favorite thing to play?
Guitar, probably.
How long have you been in a band?
Since I was 15, so starting to be a little while.
What about playing and performing is so special to you?
Being able to connect with people through music, I think, is really important. I get this hit of energy that reciprocates, hopefully, through the crowd and kind of amplifies me and gives me kind of a portal into the void, I think.
What about music itself is so important to you?
Everything. I think it's a way to connect. I think we have, just in our brain structure and emotional structure, an inherent ability to use melody emotionally and use libretto rationally. I think it's kind of a perfect art form, actually.
Do you recommend people pick up an instrument?
Absolutely. Even put it down an instrument. Dropping an instrument makes music. You can whistle, you can bang on something, you can sing in your head, you can sing in the shower. Music doesn't need to be a form that is recognizable. It's a feeling. It's an intention more than it's a form, I think.
Do you also recommend that people play their music together, whether or not that's in a band setting?
Yeah, of course. Being able to learn from other players or other mindsets. The term is polyphony. Melodies stacked on each other creates harmony, which is the way, I don't know, the math of how the universe works, I think.
Is there anything you've been working on lately?
Yeah, lots of stuff. Playing in a couple bands, trying to write a ballet. I'm always working on stuff. I kind of have to.
Is there anything else you'd like to add?
Yeah. Hold on. No.
Well, thank you so much for coming in. If you know anybody else that would like to come on, whether that's to show off a talent or for an interview, feel free to let us know. Thank you so much. That was to everybody that was on the show and everybody watching.
Thanks, guys.
We're always looking for acts and interviews. If you know someone on the crew and would like to come on the show, be sure to let them know.
I'm Ryoko.
And I'm Zach. signing off.